Carmelo like playing, like he's been really good for them. He's been essential for them as a role player. But like, have you seen his first like 5-6 games trying to get back into the league after just a year? Yeah. And you're trying to fit with the new offense. He has not played with them yet. He has not practiced with the fucking Nets yet. So it's like, it could be completely different. It might not be his game, and it might actually be for the worse. And this is a New York like franchise. So like, what is the history of it? It's gonna probably be trash again. It could be.
I think they'll make the playoffs at least.
Feel like
they make the playoffs.
You know what I'm thinking? First rounders.
You think so? Against who though? I mean, who they got to worry about? The Bucks, right?
The Bucks definitely.
Toronto's
they could lock if they maximize.
Boston they're just getting better by the year. It seems like
Miami's making a turnaround.
You got KD.
Miami's playing hard.
Yeah, they're playing
hard though.
I haven't watched
Jimmy Butler like leading them, bro. Like that's tough. That's bigger, bro.
Philly's just falling off, right?
Philly has been like whatever.
I never took them seriously, honestly. To me,
their players don't fit together.
I never took them seriously.
They don't fit together.
They're all just a bunch of young players that are actually great at what they do, but
they don't work.
It's chemistry.
They got every piece they need. They got the big man. They got the nigga that can drive. They got somebody that can kick the ball out too.
That's the problem.
Like they got.
Ben Simmons wants to run the offense. I know he's gonna go sports like this, but I here.
I mean,
Ben Simmons is like a guy who wants to run.
Yeah, we're going to wave.
He can't shoot. He doesn't really space. So I think Joel down there doesn't space it out as well. So when he's trying to get to the paint and get a bucket by driving, it's not as open for him. He needs spacing, and they don't fit together. And Joel needs a guy who can just, all right, I'm gonna give you the ball. If you don't got it, kick it out to me. I'll shoot the three. Ben can't do that.
Yeah.
Cookies.
That's what's in.
Pull up cookies.
Cookies?
Cookies.
Cookies is shallow.
Oh, cookies. Oh. I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was the niggas that asked for like Chips Ahoy. I was like, what the fuck?
I know.
Cookies.
What do you want from me, nigga?
Come up here.
Fuck you, nigga. See, that's shit they got. They do whatever they want to do. They like,
call cats, niggas.
They don't give a fuck. But when they get hungry, you call him. He's gonna pull up though.
Oh my god. God, that shit is funny. How do you guys feel about the Knicks trade? Because I was kind of just upset about. They traded Mark Morris, bro. Like, what the fuck?
Only good nigga.
Oh my god.
He's solid. He's a solid player.
He's a really good player.
For who though? For who? That's the real question.
He's going to the Clippers.
For who though? Who they got?
They got
they
got Mo. They got Mo in their draft picks. Yeah.
Mo
Harkless. He plays defense. He went to St. John's. He's a New York guy. That's
Is he a three?
It's just a nigga that they're gonna trade next year. It doesn't matter.
He's not even gonna get re-signed next year. Honestly, he's gonna be gone at the end of the season.
Bro,
we need to throw up a roster of the Knicks. I would throw up a roster of the Knicks.
Okay.
Who's on the Knicks right now?
Dennis Randall. What is it? Dennis Smith Jr.
Dennis Smith Jr. Julius Randle.
Played with Kobe. So what's going on? He played with Kobe.
For sure.
That don't mean shit.
It does.
It doesn't, because Jeremy Lin played with him, and Nick Young played with Kobe as well. And where are they?
Jeremy Lin holding it down in China, bro.
I busting ass for that.
Can you get his stats up, please?
Jeremy Lin's stats?
Yeah, and you can maybe put that on the green screen.
I think it's all this down in China.
So like,
I'm talking shit. Hopefully he is though. Hopefully he still plays ball. Come on.
I mean, like, he's not a terrible player, but he's like, he can't.
Nigga held down to 8. Nigga shot a 3.
Well, he can't go to his right or his left or some shit. Like, this nigga can only dribble one hand. Kind of shit. Yeah, it's kind of one of those things.
He currently plays for the Beijing Ducks.
Heard you.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find this.
At least 15. At least 15 to 20.
He might be killing over there, honestly.
Because like USA Sports are fucking, at least with basketball, it's like ridiculous. We like conquer everything. Like soccer, we're kind of trash, except for like women's soccer.
They do not have his stats currently for him.
They didn't want to show it.
Fuck yeah.
He's probably putting up numbers over there though.
But I'm just saying, like, Nick Young also.
Growing up, I wasn't a Kobe fan. I couldn't stand him. He was always killing my teams.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you respect his work ethic and everything like that. Like, he had an impact on so many people.
Who was your teams, bro?
Like, he had the record for the point scored in the Garden.
Word.
That should hurt. I'm always been a been like a little bit of a LeBron fan. So whenever him and Bron would go up, Bron would always like kind of cower away a bit.
But before LeBron, growing up, like who he was fucking with though?
I was late to basketball, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I was late to basketball. I was late to a lot of sports, honestly. As a kid, I wasn't really watching them.
Got you.
I was more into like.
I didn't watch any sports either. It was just basketball. It's like football got into late. Like.
Oh, I got into that shit early because I grew up like with my dad for a few years, and my dad's a huge sports guy. Actually, you should probably talk to him because like you guys could probably go on about sports forever. And it's like I got introduced to sports like very early, so I was always playing sports at a young age and kind of like just like I was always a basketball, football, baseball.
Yeah.
Like I got into like hockey and shit like later in life, but I mean for the most part.
To all sports.
Yeah, hockey is fucking dope. You should actually go. We should get. I get tickets.
Hockey game. Yeah, I went to a game before too, bro. Like shit was lit. Like it's way better live any game. You feel me?
I feel that.
I get tickets. I was actually asking him like if he wants to go to like a game and shit. I can get like. There's some games with like hockey games and shit. I saw for like $3-4.
What?
Each.
You said $4.
I'm dead serious. It comes up to like late. Like people get rid of tickets and shit, and they reap it. So it's like, oh, we get rid of it.
And it's hockey.
Yeah, I mean, like there's definitely like they have their impact with it. Like you have to pay them too, but it's like way cheaper for ticket.
Under $20.
Yeah, it's fucking dope.
That's a great difference.
But yeah, Kobe's impact was dope. I mean, being a person who was younger watching basketball, because I was watching the Knicks since like 95, 96. So I was like...
Wait, hold up. 95, 96?
Yeah, I was like 3 or 4.
95. How old are you, nigga?
I'm 27.
Then you was not watching the Knicks 95.
I was.
So
I remember. That was one of my first memories.
So you was like 3 years old?
Watching the Knicks, yeah. My dad was like huge, like.
I barely remember Jordan. Like that was '98, and I was like.
But he retired.
I was 7.
He retired. To be fair, he retired.
That's what introduced me to basketball.
My mom, my grandmother loved some Michael Jordan, so I'd always watch Jordan.
I only knew Jordan because of Space Jam after, but that was '96.
Space Jam 2 was big. Yeah.
It came out in '96, but I'm saying like I was watching the Knicks. I'm watching what my dad is watching. My dad is from Brownsville. That nigga is like from New York, the most New York person ever. He loves the Knicks. The Knicks are huge. New York. This nigga's he's East New York. Like how New York do you have to be at that point? Nigga, put up Brownsville on the map on this. Right on the map right now. Shit. I'm just saying like for like anybody from Brooklyn, especially who was growing up in the 70s and the 80s, are huge fucking Knicks fans. Like he's like that Spike Lee era where they're like, this is the biggest thing to us because they used to fight. Not only you say they used to fight, but the Giants and the Yankees sucked throughout the 70s. And like for a big part of the 80s as well, until like the Giants got that defense with fucking Lawrence Taylor and
Right. Yeah, I don't know about any of that, bro.
Yeah, but you'll know that shit.
Before our time.
It was before our time, but like most New York sports were trash. And the Knicks were the only ones that were kind of putting up a fight in a sense.
We're coming to the finals, right? That's the only time I remember.
They went to the finals. They won 2 championships in the 70s, and they were decent for a while. They had fucking Clyde and shit.
Jordan.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I feel like we shouldn't be.
And the Spurs. Because they had it. After Jordan retired, it was the Knicks versus the Spurs.
Went from like Detroit to Jordan to the Spurs.
Wait, you said what?
From Detroit?
Detroit went
like
Detroit.
Isaiah Thomas still
okay.
Yeah. The Pacers,
that was back to back too.
I believe the Pacers was like
they went Earl sweatshirt.
Yeah, he
I gotta listen to his shit, so you listen to a whole album of his shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the thing with his music too is that like his releases, like his songs are so short that it's like it's only like it almost seems like you're just listening to like 3 or 4 songs.
Or
like his last EP he released on Halloween.
Okay.
It's 7 songs, but it's only like 16 minutes tops.
Is it an official album? Or it's just like
It's on Spotify. You can like download it. It's more of like an EP, but I wouldn't call it like an album per se.
It's
but
independent.
Yeah, I mean, he did his own thing for it. I felt like that project it resonated a lot, and it was solid. I mean, I liked some rap songs, like his actual album that came out like in 2018.
Yeah.
I felt like it's longer obviously, but it was solid, and it's very I feel like a lot of my music that I make myself, for the people who don't know, I don't make music. Is that a lot of his production styles kind of are very similar to mine in some elements.
He still fuck with Tyler?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Igor was definitely like my
label still and all that.
No, I don't think so. I think they're in like different things, but he definitely performs at like Golf Wang. What is it, Golf Wang?
Camp Flogna.
Where like Golf Wang, is that even a real thing anymore?
Yeah, it's clothing.
He like flipped it.
He made it into a clothing brand.
Oh,
that's like
still not a squad though. They're not a squad.
Any affiliations very loose at this point in their careers.
Most of them fuck with each other for the most part.
They're cool, but it's not like we're not that shit.
Like they perform at his concert. Like Tyler runs like Camp Flogna, and most of them perform there.
Oh,
they
let him get that shit.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
They always come by for the most part, and like
he's a smart nigga. He's doing his own festivals and shit now. Like he's on it. And that was like the second Flogna, first one.
No, it's been a few actually.
It's been for like the last like 6-7 years now.
Yeah, he's been making a lot of money for a long time.
It started off as a carnival, and then he made it into like, yo, I should just have a venue.
And now it's a festival.
It's basically like Governor's Ball. Like it's as big as that.
And it's the same spot every year.
Yeah, it's in California. Yeah, I'm trying to go there one year, but it's just getting to California is already expensive as it is. Then getting the ticket, never.
Well, shoot, Nate. You ever been to LA?
Nah, I want to go. It's on the list. Definitely.
I want to actually.
I've been trying to do a lot more traveling lately.
We should interview my friend Eli Black. Eli Black, if you guys don't know, he's a dope rapper. He's a part of Friday Night Cyphers at Union Square. He used to perform at Arlene's Grocery with The Lesson. If you don't know The Lesson is great. They have Jonathan Horde, who did perform with Quale Chris. Other artists like Chance the Rapper. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
He did that You're Not Fucking With Me song. He sang with the chorus of that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's dope, man. He's a really good singer.
That's fine.
Yeah, he's awesome. Like, he's always trying to hang out too. We should definitely do an interview with him. That'd be fire.
Let's get it done, bro.
Not even an interview, because I don't even know what to ask you. Just like a regular sitting down, just chop it up on him.
Yeah, exactly. But like, but ask. Like he does tours and shit. He works with like he's worked with Chance the Rapper, Quale Chris, a lot of like Atlanta. Yeah, exactly.
On his fingers, with this. And
like it's dope, and like if you don't know some of these artists, they're like amazing talents. Like it's another artist that I actually discovered if we're making that list still. Quale Chris.
Quale Chris.
Quale Chris is definitely
discovered, or you just that's a tough question. I didn't discover anybody.
I discovered him, but he's been making music since like he's been a ghostwriter.
Discovered, because you would have never knew what
last year for me was a lot of backtracking. Like
I backtracked.
There's a bunch of artists that I knew about, but then I'm like, no, let me get to this project now. So like he might have released an album like the year before, and I was really into him. Like for me, like last year I listened to a lot of Black, 6 Lack if you don't just looking it up. Like Eastland Love Letter was like my favorite album of last year, but it came out 2018. That shit was hard. A lot of Her.
So R&B tracks.
Yeah, it was a really big R&B year for me that last year.
Oh, so you must have loved the Igor when it came out.
I did.
I agree with that.
I did. Tyler's been I'm gonna be like a boomer fan of Tyler's a little bit. Like, I miss Tyler rapping, but I'm happy that he's found his art. He's happy with himself. Happy enough per se.
I feel like he's still spitting some shit, but like it's just not as much nearly because he has like so many like.
He's a pop artist.
It's a symphony thing. I wouldn't really. If we're gonna talk about popular music, then sure. But saying pop music, not so much. Because like New Magic Wand is not necessarily a pop song, but that song goes hard, and he did perform it at the Grammys. He performed that at the Grammys, and I was so shocked that he actually performed that song because I'm
he never was short for having balls. Like Tyler would do that shit.
Yeah,
Tyler would.
And he called the Grammys out for being racist. So I applaud him for wearing that ugly ass like red and brown shirt that he fucking.
Don't give a fuck.
He's been tacky forever though. So
I know, but like,
that's forever.
No, but
he's not joking. He thinks that shit's fire. Tyler's dead ass.
No, but
he's a tacky man. That's just his life.
Some of his shit is like fire. Some of his outfits are like dope. And then some of them are just like, why, nigga? Like, this is the ugly. But he's an artist, and I'm friends with so many artists where it's like, I feel like I'm the most normal looking artist in comparison to like some of my friends that are like fashion designers, you know, like people who are just associated with any kind of creativity at all. Like I have friends that like wear like fucking like chandeliers on their bodies just because they just
you
feel
come
like
out with some like random fits sometimes.
I don't know.
Sometimes you pull out some shit and it's like, alright, that's killing it. We rocking. That's fine.
Well, what's the last weird thing, or what's one weird thing you think?
This is a fun one. Right? Remember that time you had them like ninja shoes?
I had samurai. I had these
the wooden ninja shoes, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like
the Jesus Nazareth.
I'm sure
they were like two.
Jesus had leather jaws. He had samurai shoes. It's different. It's a different bag. It's a different bag entirely.
It was samurai shoes. Samurai shoes.
Oh,
the shit is like keeps you like. Yeah, just show a picture of like.
Put that on the green screen.
I've been there.
No, but just show a picture.
It's already there.
Oh my god.
It's already there.
So he had those, and we was at like we was at Bree's old apartment,